Hi. Hi, guys. Okay, so we are coming to you live pre-hurricane. I just want to let you guys know we're doing this a little early because, as you know, we just had a hurricane and it pushed back training, and we do not want that to happen again. And this is definitely worse than the first one. So we're most likely going to lose power and internet, right, Alicia?
Yes, absolutely. So we look a little hurricane-ish because we've been prepping and getting ready. But like Wendy said, we wanted to make sure that we got this training out to you guys. So we stopped, we gathered together. We're like, okay, let's get this done for everybody because we could be wiped out for a week. So
Yeah, we
yeah.
don't want to leave you guys hanging because not everybody's in Florida. We are, but you guys aren't, and we don't want to hold up your business. So, first, let me say if you've not watched the first training and guides, stop right here, go back to the first training, and please start there and watch the whole thing because this won't make sense to you and you're kind of skipping ahead. And we promise you want to watch that one first, okay? So, if you have, welcome because we're here to show you how to jumpstart your Facebook and Instagram accounts. I know if you watched the first one, we talked a little bit about it and we talked about it on the live the other day as well. And so we're going to go through a couple things where we set your Facebook up for success. And we're just going to get this training out to you guys quicker than we anticipated. It wasn't going to be until the end of the week, but Milton has other ideas for us.
Oh, Milton, go home, Milton.
Go away. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, so we're going to set up your Facebook. What do you think, Alicia?
Yes, absolutely. So you guys always remember that your Facebook is your business card. It's your storefront. It's you. It's how you present yourself and how you show up on Facebook. That represents your business. So we have to be mindful of what we're posting. It's super, super important because we said it's your business card. It's your storefront.
Yeah, and if you're not showing people who you are, they're not going to know. Or, like I said, you want to keep it fresh. And it's the season of politics. You don't want stuff like that on there. You don't want to run people away. So, make it your own. So we're going to teach you how to do that today.
Yeah. So let's talk about first, there is a newer feature. So basically on your Facebook profile, you can pin something to the top. And what that means is that people that come to your page, it will always be the very first thing that they see. So there's different things that you can pin to the top that are important and relevant. And one of the things is there's kind of like a follow and see first picture. We are posting that. Again, all of these trainings will be in guides. Hopefully, you're seeing this in the guides and watching it in the guides, and you will see the picture that we will provide for you. You can use that picture or you can create your own, but it's a nice little picture that basically says follow and see first. And so it encourages people to follow you and they can actually click to see, your page first. So
Yeah, and it can be, but you can do your own too. We just like to give you the tool. If you want to use it, go ahead. If not, create your own.
yeah, that's right. And then, while we're talking about that, let's move on a little bit. So you guys want to make sure to go to your settings. You want to make sure that, again, like Wendy kind of touched on that for a second, but you want to make sure that all your posts, like that anybody wanting to post, this is in settings, that all posts and tags require approval by you. That way, no random person can post on your wall. People have different ideas, they have different brands, they have different things that excite them or disturb them. And some people like to tag people on everything. And you want to have control of what's on your storefront, what's on your wall. You want to have control of what people that are coming to your page are seeing. So you want your settings to require approval by you.
Yeah, because remember, you guys, and I remember this from a long time ago, but people tag you and you don't have this on, it pops up on your feed. So it looks like you, and you don't want that. So definitely check your settings.
And then also, as far as settings, you want to make sure that all your posts are public. As a networker, which you guys, we are network marketers, you need to be open to anyone and everyone. This is how you're going to attract your tribe. This is going to be how you attract your people. We want to welcome all new friends. If your, profile is set on private, how are you going to meet new people? They can't even see your wall. It's like, it's like only allowing certain people to come into your store and shop or to, get to know you. We definitely don't want that. We understand sometimes people are conflicted with privacy. If you have a couple posts, maybe it's something personal, you can have your page public, and you can actually choose a setting on like a certain post that, you want it to be with only certain people or just friends, so have your settings set to public. And if you're really concerned with something, you can just set a certain post to be private.
Yep, I do it all the time, actually.
Yes,
It's super
definitely.
easy. And if you guys have questions about this, again, we can answer them more in detail. We're just trying to give you the basics to get you guys up and running.
Right. So, a good idea, a good thing to do, which I actually still do this just to make sure. I mean, I know pretty much like that what I post relates to my brand, but sometimes I like to make sure and just kind of get like an idea of what people are seeing. So every once in a while, I will go back and click on my name, like look at my post. So basically how other people would view it. And I'll look to see what people see. So if you're just getting started, or if you're kind of jumping back in and just getting, refreshed on your social media, go through your last 10 posts. Ask yourself, what does this tell people about me? If it's not good, you should probably delete it. Like, think about your message. What do you want to say? What do you want people to see you as? How do you want them to see you? Sometimes, especially if you haven't really looked at Facebook and social media as your business storefront, maybe this is a little bit of a mindset shift. But since we're going to use that kind of mindset and look at this, look at your Facebook. What is it saying about you? What is it saying about your business? Again, people want to do business with people they know, they like, they trust. So, you need to work on gaining that with people, which means your Facebook needs to kind of make sense. We don't want it to be kind of crazy. And sometimes, before we're using our Facebook and our social media as business, maybe we post a little something we shouldn't have. So just kind of go through, look at it, look through your last 10 posts or so, and ask yourself, what does this tell people about me?
Yeah, try to be honest with yourselves. And that's not always easy, but like Alicia said, this is a new mindset. So this is your true storefront. Who do you want to be on your team? Would you want that type of, you know what I mean? So make sure you're putting out what you want to receive, and that's who you're going to attract as well. So just remember, it's just like a switch. It doesn't mean you have to change who you are. We don't want that, but it is your storefront, and you want to attract the right type of energy to your business moving forward. And if you've never had a Facebook before, really that you've used, well, you have a clean slate. And believe it or not, when I first started this business, that was me. I was hyper paranoid person on Facebook. Boy, was I wrong. But I started with a clean slate. So if you are, even easier. But like Alicia said, just go through your last 10 posts, be honest with yourself, look at the comments as well, because there may be some comments on there you don't like. You want to remove those. And remember, if you do attract people you don't like or you don't want to be friends with because you have a public account, you can block them. So don't ever feel like you're stuck with people that are negative or that you don't want to attract to your business. We have a fix for that too.
Yes. And you just talking about, who you want to be and what you want to show on there, you guys, we really want to rotate through like what we consider brand pillars. So, you guys, now that this is your business, obviously Argo is your business, but you are your business. You are what attracts people. You're going to be what attracts people to your product, to your opportunity. And so, you want to attract people that have some commonality with you, some people that, you can relate with. You want, that phrase, your vibe attracts your tribe. You really want to do that. You want to project your best self, just you, authentically you. Wendy and I, we're best friends, but we are very different in a lot of ways, and maybe how I brand myself is different than how she brands herself. And that's perfectly fine because we want to show up in our space as our true authentic self, as you do. So, when you think of your brand pillars, you want to think of, 3 to 5, really focus on 3 main things that you love or like, things that make you, your hobbies, your interests. And you want to wrap your Facebook kind of around those things. And so if you want to think of something like think of Nike, okay? If you think of Nike, they've branded themselves well, right? When you think of them, you might think of like, just do it slogan, slogan, but you know what to expect when you go to Nike's page and their wall, you know what you're going to see. You're going to see maybe athletic gear, you're going to see shoes, you're going to see sports, clothing and things like that. You know what to expect when you go there. And that's what we want to do is we want people to know what to expect when they come to our page. So we want to constantly wrap our page around 3 to 5 pillars. So, if you're a mom and family is just a really important thing to you, then that's going to be one of your pillars.
Yep.
Obviously we have, health and wellness, and that's, our skincare. Our skin is our health. Now we have like a weight management, weight loss supplement. That's part. So health and wellness is likely going to be one of your pillars because we are going to be putting that out there with, being part of Argo brand. So let's think of, health and wellness being one of our pillars. And then again, think of, 2 to 3 other things that make you you. Are you a mom? Like, is your family everything? Are you a crazy avid dog mom? Are you like a big camper? Do you love to go fishing? Whatever it is that's true to you, that you will feel good and comfortable and love showing up, and you're going to want to be talking about those things because it's things that are routinely you that you do. Those are things you want to be your brand pillars.
Yeah, so that kind of leads us into the next step. And we're going to go more into branding with something else that's exciting with the company and help you guys deeper with that. But we definitely just wanted to scratch the surface. It's an easy way for you to learn how to build your profiles and to really speak to who you are and what's important and attract that team has that like-minded, like what you love, right? So that's what we want for you guys. But the next thing we want you guys to do is, which kind of ties into that. And we talked a little bit about it on the first Zoom, which was joining groups. Okay. So every day or, a couple times a week, we want you guys to find some groups that really will help you start building a bigger audience and connecting with people in those Facebook groups. But like Alicia said, please think of hobbies that you love. Like, don't join a camping group if you don't like camping. I don't like camping. I do not need to be in that group. I like electricity, which is ironic because I'm probably not going to have it soon. But I do like, join like dance groups. I danced ballet for a long time. I love that. German Shepherds, those are a breed I love. Rhodesian Ridgeback. So things that speak to me. I'm a mom. My son has some health conditions. I belong to those groups. I connect a lot with women in there who share, those challenges that I have with my son. So that's kind of where, some of the groups I lean to, but think for yourself, like what's important to you, because if you join these groups and it's not something you're passionate about, you're not going to connect with people.
No, no, not at all. And so, like just like Wendy said, like you want to join groups that relate to you. And so kind of for like a little homework for that, because this is how we want to start out, you guys. We want you guys to find 3 groups that you jive with and join them. Now, like Wendy said, and I want you guys to really think about, you guys, there's Facebook groups for anything. And when
Yeah.
I say anything, I mean anything.
Yeah.
But let's keep it business.
Yeah.
Okay. But but really though, there's groups for anything. So we want you guys to find 3 groups. And these groups you're going to want to interact in with daily. You want to look for groups with a lot of interaction in them because there's a lot of dead groups. If the groups that you join are dead, leave them and join some others because we really want you working in 3 good groups always. So you should have 3 good active groups up and running. So the goal is for you to be seen in these groups. And what I mean by seen is interacting, connecting, building relationships in these groups. So you want to be seen in these groups with people that, again, like we said earlier, that you have things in common with. Again, Wendy said she loves German Shepherds. So if she's going to join a German Shepherd group, we want her to be interacting in them daily because she's building relationships. Again, these groups should be a decent size and active. If you're seen daily, you're going to start getting and being able to send friends requests and building relationships. That's the goal of network marketing. We're in a relationship business, you guys. And once those people are on your friends list and seeing your page, by default, they're going to see your products and business posts. It's indirect marketing, but very effective. So again, you want to get in these groups. You want to interact, commenting on people's stuff. And, because you're in these groups and you're interacting, people are naturally going to be drawn to your personality, how you show up. They're going to send you friends requests. You might really find people in these groups that you like because you're in groups that you like, with things that you like. So if you're interacting, it's not going to be strange to send them a friends request. They're going to be like, who is this weird person? Like sending me this random friend request because you guys have been interacting in this group. I'm telling you, it is a great way to connect with people that you have a common interest with to build relationships. Because then again, if you're working your Facebook and you're interchanging your brand pillars. So say you're posting some things about health and wellness. Maybe it's, something about your product that day. And then it's something about the German Shepherds because you're in a German Shepherd group. By default, the people that are on your page that are going to follow you because they see you posting things about German Shepherds because you're friends from that group and they like German Shepherds and they like you, by default, they're also going to see the other things that you're posting. So it's like you're marketing, but it's indirectly. It doesn't feel spammy because you're posting things that you're doing with your life that you love, your dogs and your products and your different things. And I promise you guys, people are going to raise their hand and be like,
Yeah.
What is that you're doing? And then it's the perfect opportunity. Again, hopefully you have watched the first Zoom because then you know about our customer community, but they're going to raise their hand and then it's the perfect opportunity to say, oh my gosh, I would love to tell you about this. Listen, I have another Facebook group I can add you to and it'll give you tons of information and all this stuff. It's a beautiful way to build a very organic business
Yeah,
and relationships.
it's attraction marketing, you guys. It's very simple. It organically happens and it works. We've done it a long time. It does work. If you have three groups and you feel like you're doing extremely well with three, add more. Like you can add more, and we're going to help you guys with that in a different video and teach you guys your daily method of operations. But join more as long as you can keep track of them. And we're going to also get you to pin your groups because it will get to the point where you have a lot, like we do, and you need to keep track of where you're going, and it helps you organize your day as well. But yes, join more if you can, but start with three and make sure you just go in every day and comment and add value. So when you go in, comment, obviously be polite, but add value. So if I know we're talking about German Shepherds a lot, but if you have a German Shepherd and my dog's a protection dog and I had some great training with him and someone's having difficulty, I might give them a tip, you know what I mean, to help them out. So I'm actually helping the group. I'm not just taking, and you want to make sure you're doing that.
Yeah, definitely, you guys. Like pinning the groups is great. You can pin up to 10 groups. And so if you have groups that are like super engaging and you're doing great and you're building relationships and getting new friends and things like that, pin those groups because then you can go into Facebook and go into groups and they'll be the first thing at the top that you'll be able to see. So that's definitely awesome. And make sure also, you guys, like so Wendy said, you want to make sure that you get into these groups, you post value and all this. Never, ever, ever, ever drop your link in the group. I know sometimes we get so excited. We're so excited for our business and our products, and we love it so much. We just want to tell everyone, share everybody, but you don't want to appear spammy. So absolutely never are you posting your link in these groups. These groups are built for relationships, to build genuine relationships, to get them onto your page. That is where they will see things. If you're posting what you're supposed to be posting and you're actually showing up on your Facebook, then they're going to, by default, they're going to see the things that are also on your wall. So definitely make sure that you are not posting your link. Nobody likes us. Spammy.
No, and you will get kicked out. So the
Yes.
admins will kick you out of the group, and you don't want that.
Yes.
Shot
No.
yourself in the foot. Yeah.
Yes. And here is a great suggestion, you guys, because I mean, it really just does work wonders. So when you do get into a group, do something different, stand out. We suggest you add a selfie and post an introduction. When you first join a group, once you've been introduced yourself, end it with a question. So it's kind of open-ended and can kind of start that engagement. So, if you're posting again in the German Shepherd group, because again, we're German Shepherding it tonight.
There we are.
Post a picture with your German Shepherd, whatever. If you're camping, post a picture camping, post whatever the group is, post a picture with yourself, introduce yourself. It also puts your face in front of people. It's more relational. It's more personal. And, and again, leave it with an open-ended question, like, if you are a camper and you're posting a camping group, and you have a picture of you camping or whatever, might be somewhere like, where's your favorite place to camp? Because a question leaves it open for conversation.
Yes.
That is a great beginning to relationships, right?
Yep.
And it kind of gets that engagement going. So definitely that is a great suggestion. And I would definitely encourage you guys to do that.
Remember, we like sharing about ourselves, but people like talking about themselves. So that question will get them talking about themselves. And people like that. You like to share. Yeah.
They do, they do, they do. And again, Wendy kind of touched on this a little bit, but make sure that you're tracking, some of this engagement, track the engagement on your introduction post. So if people are really commenting, add the name somewhere, like the people that are commenting likes, I don't know, it can kind of get a little overwhelming once you start getting in there. But if you start just doing a little bit for your business and you can actually add in this piece and just kind of keep track of who you're actually interacting with
Yeah.
and the people that commented on your initial introduction post, it's like if they're already, like reaching out like, hey, or, whatever it is, they like to engage. They want to build relationships because some people in the groups just sit there and do nothing. Well, now you have in front of you who wants to talk, who wants to connect. So if you kind of write that down and you have an idea of who they are, because you will forget if there's thousands of people in the group,
Yeah.
you can look out for them. You can intentionally go back and search their name inside the group. In any group, you can go search words, you can search names, and it'll pop up anything that they've done. And then give them that same love back. Go comment on their stuff, go kind of boost their stuff. Again, it's just about touching people and building a relationship. You guys, there's so many ways you can build a business and meet people. Really, business is about people. The person who has the most people in front of their product and opportunity wins. That's just the way it is. Excuse me. So we need faces in front of us. We need people in front of us. And this is a free way to market, to basically get leads with people that you already, again, have a commonality with. You guys already have things in common, so use that and go in
Did you say
and
free? Did you say free?
free. You
Free.
guys,
Free.
people pay thousands and thousands of dollars
For
for
leads.
free for leads and just to have other people in front of them. If they have to pick up and cold call and try to sell them on something, you guys, this is a free way to build relationships with people that what already have something in common with you. You guys already have something to talk about. So it really, really is super, super effective.
So what she said about tracking is really important. I know you guys feel like some of you are like, I don't have that many friends. I don't need to track it. We promise you it will grow and you will think you don't need to. And then it's going to explode. And then you're going to be like, I should have tracked it. I should have put it down. I didn't do it. Wendy and Alicia told me so. So just trust us. It's going to grow quickly. So please do what she said. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Oh, and make sure this is super important, you guys. This is super important on your actual Facebook and inside these groups. Make sure you reply to each comment on every one of your posts individually. So I was just going to cover this in the group, but really let's
Yeah.
take it back to your Facebook in general, you guys. Facebook, again, and we've said this before, it's a relational business. Facebook wants to see back and forth, because it tells them that you're conversating, which tells them that you're building relationships. Facebook favors that.
Yes.
We don't make the rules. We just we
A
just go with it.
friendship platform. That's why it was created.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're in a group and someone comments on your stuff, you need to reply to each comment individually inside the group and on your wall. Facebook basically, for every 10 comments you have on something, it opens up the algorithm more. So it's super important, if you post something on your page and you only get a couple of, comments or whatever, it's opened up this big. Once you start getting more and more comments, Facebook starts opening up the algorithm more. And what that means is more people are going to see your content. They're going to see your post. They're going to see your page. So think like, we want lots of engagement on here. So make sure that you are doing that. That is very important, which also reminds me, and this is going to sound crazy, so brace yourself, you guys. On your actual Facebook wall, when
It's
you
not
do
crazy.
post, you need to make sure to react to your own post.
Oh, yeah.
Always Love Mine Loves is a big algorithm. I don't want to say algorithm
Booster,
spreader.
booster, booster.
Yes. You're like, so I was saying sometimes, people that don't understand marketing and social media and stuff probably think this girl
She's
really
loving
loves
herself.
herself. Yes, I do love myself. I do. We should all love ourselves. But it's not that. When you make a post on your page, when you make a post in the group, you need to go actually love your
Yeah.
own post, and it will open up the algorithm crazy. And the cool part about Facebook is if you get a post that really gets a lot of engagement and takes off, you can actually go back even a couple days later and unlove it and love it again, and it will pop up in people's feed again and get more interaction. So it's very, very important.
I remember when that first started, it felt so weird to love, like loving myself. But you know what? It feels good, right? But it does work. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. Yes.
So go ahead, girl. Sorry.
Oh, no, no, no. So, also, like, let's talk about where else can we grab some friends? Where else can we get some friends for free on Facebook?
We like free friends.
Yes, we do. So, you guys, Facebook has like a suggested friends list. They suggest friends. Maybe it's people you know that they know. What am I saying, right?
Friends of
People,
friends.
friends of
Friends of
friends.
friends.
Yes. I'm like, why is that not
Yeah.
coming out right?
Hurricane
Uh,
brain.
Right, I swear. So, so there's tons of suggested friends all the time, whether it's people, friends of friends, or people that they think you may have things in common with. It could even be people from groups. It's a great way to add friends, you guys. You really want to try to get 10 new friends a day. So statistically, they say if you introduce your product or opportunity to 10 people, 3 or 4 are likely to take a look at it. One of them is likely to buy. I mean, if you even were able to have one person, order from you or join your business every day, that's amazing. I mean, hopefully it's even more. But even if you had one a day, so statistically, if you're introducing 10 new people to you, to your, product or opportunity, and again, if they're on your social media and you're posting on there daily, they're going to see your
Yeah.
stuff. Then try to get 10 new faces in front of you a day. Hopefully you can get 10 new people into the group a day. That's really where it's at. But so anyways, so try to go on your suggested friend list. One of the things I do suggest though, you guys, especially, if you are just starting, you don't have a team yet, don't worry, you will. When you're on the suggested friends list, just make sure that you're not adding, like when you see a suggested friend, you'll see who that they're friends with. So make sure that they're not friends with one of your business partners. So if I go on somewhere and I see suggested friend and they're friends with Wendy, I'm probably not going to add them because I don't want to accidentally, sign up one of her friends or family because maybe she didn't talk to him and they see something on my page. She's my business partner. Why would I want to do that? So just don't make sure that you're not adding people from that are your business partners, friends, if that makes sense.
The right thing to do. And it's going to happen, you guys. It will happen a lot, actually. And yeah, so just a final recap. You want to final recap this, and we're going to jump into stories really quick. And we
Can
don't
we
want
do
to,
it?
we're trying not to make this too long so that people watch it. So what else? What else to wrap that up?
Yes, just really quick, I guess, final recap. Repeat these steps. If you need to watch it a couple times, do it. Repeat these steps every day to keep your business growing organically. Any groups that you don't get any interaction in, remove them, get out of them. There's no need to, remain in a group if no one will interact with you. So really that's it. Get in some groups, find ones that are good, that are booming. Yeah.
And clean up your Facebook. Clean it up. Yeah, make sure you're rotating around your pillars. And if you don't know what those are, obviously we're going to do a little bit more training on that, but it's going to be much later. But we've tried to break it down and make it as easy as possible. And it's really what's all about you. So with Alicia, what are her pillars? I know what they are, but think about yourself and be true to yourself. And let's get your Facebook cranking. But what's next is, and probably the most effective thing you can do to impact your business on Facebook or Instagram are Instagram and Facebook stories. Okay. So people have attention issues and they like to swipe and just keep going. Your stories are right across the top. They're quick. People can get visual, really quick with you, see what you're about, what you're doing, and you see all of your interactions on your Facebook stories, unlike your post because your Facebook stories, Facebook, and this is Alicia's words, Facebook is a little snitch. It'll tell you who's viewing your stories. So this will impact your business drastically by doing stories. And you need to post a story every day. Now, we don't want you posting business stories every day because we don't want you to be spammy. So think about your pillars, what's important to you. So whether it's pictures of your family gathering or your kid's sporting event or your German Shepherd or the hurricane or whatever's happening, you want to keep stories rotating daily. And what that does for you is it boosts your algorithm. Stories are great for your algorithm. Everybody can see it. It's public. Everybody can see it. You can see who's watching it. So since you can see who's constantly watching it, it's kind of a free pass for you to interact with them, right? So it allows you to build that, or start that conversation and build that relationship through your stories. And a lot of people will react to your stories or even respond to them through Messenger. So when they respond to you on your story, it's going to pop up in your Messenger and it allows you to create more of a relationship with them. Some people will never do that, but then you go on their stories and maybe you comment on theirs because they've been watching yours. As you get more comfortable, you'll interact even more so. And you'll get a little bold and say, hey, I see that you're enjoying my stories and we'll teach you a whole, training on that. But it really does open up a chance for you to build that relationship with them because you can see who's watching you and they're watching you because they like what you're posting. They're interested. They like who you are. And so you're building that relationship without even really a lot of effort, but it is the biggest bang for your buck with your business. So you're building the relationship and in between those stories, you'll post something about your business. So, who wants to, we're in weight loss now, people lose it. It's huge. Who wants to lose 5 pounds before Christmas or whatever? And people are gonna be like, we're gonna have great stories for you guys too. So I'll get into that later, but they'll react. So you're gonna mix in your business posts with your personal posts on your stories, but you wanna make sure that you're posting it every day, something every day. And we promise you the beauty of stories is if you're doing it daily, you can see who wants to interact with you and start that. And it will catapult your business. It is the biggest bang for your buck, more so than your posts. Because if they don't like your post or they don't comment on your wall, you don't know they're even watching you. They're silent stalkers. But your stories will rat them out for you. Okay. So
It's crazy. Let me just say this really quick. There is people like over the years, there is people that I see watch my stories all the time that have never liked, loved, or commented on a single solitary thing I've ever posted, but yet they're on my stories all the time. So it's like you just never know. You guys are sometimes we think nobody's watching and you could not be more wrong.
right. And trust me, the people that are posting stories, and if you're not, and they don't know what you do, they're going to buy from those people. So you're going to miss out on building those relationships and showing them who you are. Because people, like Alicia says, they buy from people they know, like, and trust. And that trust is naturally built by them seeing, because people are nosy. They want to see into your world and see who you are. And then when you throw up your marketing post for your company, they're gonna be like, oh, I need to lose weight, or and they feel comfortable with you because they've been part of your story all along. And then they reach out to you. So give them a reason to want to work with you and order from you and not from someone else, or even join your team. And I promise you, if you start posting stories, it will work. It's an amazing tool that I remember when we first started, not everybody did it, but I would say whenever I consistently posted stories, my recruiting went up about 80%, like without a doubt. So, and like Alicia said, you'll find people that are just watching you, but they never say anything, but they're watching. And one day those people will order from you because they've been following you for as long as they have, and they see that you're consistent. They see that you're always there and that you're always posting value and that you have a great product line. So, as helpful as these tools are, we're going to be providing some stories for you to use. And the goal for you is to also start posting some of your own content. So we're kind of talking homework here, but we will put some content out for you. And then we want you guys to get a little bold, which isn't hard, If you don't want to post yourself right away, post your kids, post your dog, post what you're eating, post, but eventually we're going to need you to post you because people want to see you. But do it with your kids if you're more comfortable. I did that at first. I was like, I didn't think people want to see me, but I'll tell you, you'll get more interaction on one of you. Am I right, Alicia?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like people want to see you.
Yes.
Stories and things like that are like such a more window view into people's
Yes.
world. You know,
Personal.
you're yes, it's very personal. You know, people are posting if they're going out to breakfast, if they're doing this, if they're, you know, somewhere with their kids, if they're at the beach. Because, you know, you can post a lot more stories and people will watch it. So it's like they feel like they know you a little bit more, you know? And again, remember, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust, and this helps build that. Whereas on your Facebook wall, you're not going to be posting that many, where on your stories, you can kind of get more content out. So,
And people love, like I said, instant gratification. Stories are, they can just swipe through those and see them. And you'll even see who swipes through your stories if they go too fast. And you'll get reactions on your stories, hearts. They can also push the emoji buttons on that and send you messages. And hopefully you have your Facebook set up. So whatever you post to Facebook, which is really important, you will link it to your Instagram. It will automatically post to your Instagram. So your story on Facebook, post to Instagram. So you're kind of doing two things at once, as well as the post on your wall. We want it to post from Facebook to Instagram. So you're doing, with one click, you're doing double posting.
yes, kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say that right now with the hurricane coming. I was like,
No, I said it.
So just to recap, you guys, we want you to jumpstart your Facebook and Instagram. Okay. Go through, clean up your wall. If you don't have a wall yet, start creating it. Make sure you pin that picture, whatever you want it to be at the very top. Introduce yourself. Like you can use the one we're going to put in guides as well, or do one that's personal. Join your groups. Make sure you're, going after ones that are kind of like your brand pillars, whatever means the most to you, that you can actually have genuine conversations and interact with people and create real relationships that will build into either new people joining your team as builders or customers, one of the two. Or even lifelong friendships. I've made a lot of friends on Facebook too. So believe it or not. And then of course, start posting your stories. And it can be as simple as what I did today. Oh my God, look at the hurricane, this blah 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 right now, and you know what I mean. So I mean there's always something to post, hopefully not that anymore, but make sure you start sharing. And if you have questions, again, put your questions in the comments. Everything's going to be put in the guides. We will definitely answer everything we can. We are here to help you guys. We have more trainings coming, and make sure any teammates you bring in, they start at the video one and work their way through. But we're excited. We're excited to see you guys jumpstart your Facebook, your Instagram, get your people added to the customer group so that group starts working for you. It's a 24/7 infomercial. You want to start using that group as well. And let's get things rolling.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. And hopefully we'll see you soon. With
Yes. See you soon. See you soon.
Thank you
When
so
Milton has left the building.
Milton, get out. So we'll see you guys soon. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We will be here to help you guys, and let's do this.